আমার একটু ভুল হয়েছে, আমার উচিত ছিল ওই নর্মাল গ্রুপেও মেসেজটা করে দেওয়া। ঠিক আছে, সে করে দেবো। যে মানে আমাদের আনঅফিসিয়াল গ্রুপটাতেও আমার উচিত ছিল একটু বলে দেওয়া যে আমরা এরকম একটা ক্লাস করছি, কেউ চাইলে অ্যাটেন্ড করতে পারো। সে করতো, তারপরে তার ইচ্ছা হয় না হয়। ওকে, তো ব্যাপার হচ্ছে যে হিয়ার ইজ দ্য প্রবলেম। লেট xd be a metric space spaces, and if x to y be such that f is continuous on every compact subset of x, so that f is continuous on x. ওকে, 3-4 মিনিট আছে, একটু চেষ্টা করো। দেখো 10 মিনিটও নিতে পারো, কিন্তু আমি চাইছি একটু তাড়াতাড়ি, একটু মানে অন্তত কিছু অঙ্ক করাতে, 7টা 8টা অ্যাটলিস্ট, সেই কারণে একটু তাড়াতাড়ি করছি। আসলে আমার বাড়িতে একটু অসুস্থ মানুষজন রয়েছে, বাবা একটু অসুস্থ, সব মিলিয়ে আমার আর কি মানে একটু ঘেটে ঘুটে যাচ্ছে ব্যাপারটা, আমি ঠিক ম্যানেজ করতে পারছি। এটা ট্রাই করো। মা মা গো। বলছো? Okay, so let's solve it. So suppose okay, we will use the sequential criteria.
না তোমার এই মিউট হয়ে আছে।
Huh? Oh, thank you. Continue. So suppose there exists x naught belongs to x such that f is not continuous at x naught. Okay.
স্যার কম্প্যাক্ট মানে এখানে ওই ক্লোজড আর বাউন্ডেডই তো?
Closed, bounded, and there are equivalent definitions like, yes, closed bounded is one thing. Yeah, closed bounded, of course you can take closed bounded, right? But there are actually like sequentially compactness, quasi compactness, these are all same in a matrix space.
হ্যাঁ, আমাদের যেটা মানে মেট্রিক স্পেসের এই জায়গাগুলো
Yeah.
হচ্ছে,
Okay.
তো
Okay. So assume closed
আমি
and bounded. That's good enough. So there exists xn, like there exists a sequence xn converging to x naught such that limit n tends to infinity fxn is not equals to fx naught, right? Right. So what is the sequential criteria of continuity? For every sequence xn converging to x naught, fxn should converge to fx naught. So if f is not continuous at x naught, there should exist a sequence which violates it, right? Now consider the set C. What is C? C is the sequence xn union x naught. Okay. Note that C is closed as xn has only one limit point in x naught. Okay, so the sequence xn has only one limit point in x naught which is inside the set, so C is closed, and C is bounded as every convergent sequence the convergent this is bounded as every convergent sequence is bounded in a metric space, right? Okay, so C is compact.
স্যার বলছি সি ইজ ক্লোজড অ্যাজ এক্স এন হ্যাজ এক্স জিরো অ্যাজ লিমিট পয়েন্ট ইন এক্স জিরো ওটা লেখা মানে ক্লোজড এর হলে তো সব লিমিট পয়েন্টই তার মধ্যে কন্টেন্ট হতে হবে,
সেখানে
কিন্তু
আছেই
এক্স জিরো
তো
বাদে তার কেউ নেই, ওটা করতে গিয়ে জানবো।
ওকে, এটা ভাবো, থিঙ্ক how many limit point can a convergent sequence have?
ও
Hmm.
একটা
So what was that? So C is compact, and clearly F is not continuous
বলছি
on
এখানে
C.
কি মানে ক্লোজড এন্ড বা হ্যালো শোনা যাচ্ছে?
You are audible. Go ahead.
হ্যাঁ, বলছি ক্লোজড আর বাউন্ডেড ইমপ্লাই করছে কম্প্যাক্টনেস এখানে, মানে
Yes, yes,
এমন
yes.
কিছু আছে। বাট মেট্রিক স্পেসে, জেনারেল মেট্রিক স্পেসে তো আই গেস এটা ট্রু নয়, মানে আর এন এ ট্রু, বাট রুডিনে প্রবাবলি একটা এক্সাম্পল
Very
ছিল।
good, very good, very good. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Very, very good.
মানে
Very good.
মানে
Because yeah.
কম্প্যাক্টনেস
R
ইমপ্লাই
is R
করে
is
ক্লোজ
closed and
বাউন্ডেড।
bounded in a discrete metric. Very good, very good. Who is it? Tista?
হ্যাঁ,
Okay. Very good. Good thing pointed out. Just a minute. Hmm.
দাদা সিটাকে কম্প্যাক্ট দেখাতে হবে তো,
Yeah.
তাহলে ওই এভরি সিকোয়েন্স ইন আ কম্প্যাক্ট স্পেস হ্যাজ আ কনভার্জেন্ট সাবসিকোয়েন্স, তো ওই প্রপার্টিটা
No,
দিয়ে
but the problem is that we have to prove the converse actually. You are actually correct. I mean, sequentially compactness and quasi compactness are same in a metric space. That's what you are going at, right?
হ্যাঁ ওটা তো হর্সডর্ফ স্পেসে সেমই হয়।
Yeah. But let's prove it. I mean, in a more general. Okay, we will prove it directly. Claim C is compact. So let's use the definition we all know. So suppose U alpha is any open cover of C. Okay. So there exists U. What should I say? U alpha naught such that x naught belongs to U alpha naught, right? Since limit n tends to infinity xn converges to x naught, we have and capital N belongs to natural number such that for all n greater than equals to capital N, xn belongs to U alpha naught. Correct? Every neighborhood of x naught contains all but finitely many points of the sequence, right? Thus, only possible points of C outside U alpha naught are x1 to xn minus 1, right? So we can cover by finitely many open sets from U. Thus, we have a finite many open sets. Let's write it at U alpha 1 to U alpha n minus 1. We have a finite subcover I running from 1 to capital N U alpha, what should I write? Okay, if is not continuous on C as x not belongs to C. Okay, so we have, this is the proof. This side is okay now?
হ্যাঁ অ্যাকচুয়ালি আরেকটা তাহলে তোমার প্রথম থেকে দেখবো মাঝে কেটে গেছিল
দেখে নে না কি আটকাচ্ছে, just have a look at it. I mean, it shouldn't take much time. Just go ahead. We are just showing C to be compact, so just look at this. I am writing something Tista was talking about. You don't have to look at it. I mean, Tista, you can look at this paragraph just. Closed plus bounded this is called the discrete metric. But
আর ইজ নট কম্প্যাক্ট যে লিখে দিলাম এখানে, মানে কম্প্যাক্ট ওন বলে তো কিছু একটা কথা হয় নাকি, শুধু কম্প্যাক্ট বলে দেয়।
compact,
মানে আমরা যেমন বলি না একটা সেট ওপেনিং আর, ওপেন বলে তো শুধু কথা হয় না, ওপেনিং আর বলি, তার কম্প্যাক্ট কি শুধু কম্প্যাক্ট বলে না, তা কম্প্যাক্টিং কোথাও একটা বলতে হয়।
ম্যাটার করে না, আমি তো এক্সটাও কম্প্যাক্ট নিয়ে নিয়েছি। মানে x is ধরি if x is the whole space then হ্যাঁ, so what is x? X is like,
কিন্তু মানে ওটা তো আর ইজ নট কম্প্যাক্ট যেটা ওটা আমরা ইউজুয়ালি বলি, এখানে যখন মেট্রিকটা চাপানো হচ্ছে আর এর উপর তখনও যে এটা কম্প্যাক্ট না, এটা মানে কি করে
লিখছি
বোঝা যাচ্ছে?
so this is basically the epsilon neighborhood, okay, of x. So observe that n half x is, I mean, you can take any epsilon strictly less than 1 and you will find out that the epsilon neighborhood of x has only x. Or open. So take the open cover this has no finite subcover. Okay, this is clear.
স্যার বলছি ওই যে লাইনটা লেখা হলো আর ইজ নট কম্প্যাক্ট, এখানে মানে আর তো আর এ কম্প্যাক্ট নয় এমনি বোঝা গেল, কিন্তু এখানে তো একটা মেট্রিক চাপানো হয়েছে তারপরেও যে কম্প্যাক্ট নয় ওই ব্যাপারটা ডাইরেক্ট লেখা কি করে হচ্ছে? এখানে কি মেট্রিকটা তো একটা এফেক্ট ফেলবে আর এর উপরে।
That is the explanation here. That is the explanation here. These three lines are the explanation why R is not compact in this particular discrete metric. Okay. Okay. You look at this. Otherwise, this doesn't make sense, na? In half x, I mean, the half neighborhood of x should be this.
মানে এক্স
Okay.
ওখানে তো আর অন্য কোনো এলিমেন্ট নেই তো শুধু
Yes.
এক্স।
So that's the explanation here. I mean, this is one way of writing. Okay. I mean, this is one way. You take the statement, then you go on to prove it. Okay. Because or for if you can write in between. This is one way to write. And I mean, usually my professors say that my writing is good. So I would request you guys to just look at, I mean, how to write a proof. That's it. Because I believe you will be able to do this problem yourself. Just you need to just sort of reshape your way of writing a bit. Let me see. Okay. Let's give you this problem. I don't know whether I have come across it or not. Consider M in R as R to the power n square. Is that clear? Is that clear? That is, think A IIJ as understandable what I am doing. So basically we are considering M and R as a point in Rn square. Okay. Rn square is given the usual metric. is GLNR. You all know that. What is GLNR? The set of all non-singular matrices open in MNR. Again, I give you a few minutes to think about it. So we have taken MNR as Rn square. Just a, just a, just a representation. So GLNR is there. Is it open in MNR? Okay, think about it.
স্যার বলছি জিএলএনআর তো গুণের রেসপেক্টে গ্রুপ হয় আর এমএনআর তো ক্লাসের রেসপেক্টে হয়, মানে এইখানে ওই জিনিসটা ম্যাটার করছে না তো, মানে জাস্ট সেট হিসেবে দেখা হচ্ছে তো। হ্যালো, হ্যালো, অডিবল?
অডিয়েবল। দাদা মনে হয় কোথাও গেছে।
let's see how this works.
হ্যালো, বলছি এটার কি আনসার নো হবে?
Who is it, Tista?
হ্যাঁ,
Okay, I will hear your explanation. So why?
আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি n is equal to 2 এর জন্য একটা এক্সাম্পল দিচ্ছিলাম। উম, তো ম্যাট্রিক্সটা নেওয়া হলো 1 1 1 2, ঠিক আছে? মানে আমি না এই ডায়াগ্রাম, হ্যাঁ এটা 2, হ্যাঁ। তো তাহলে ওটাকে আমি ওই 4 টাপল ফর্মে লিখছি 1 1 1 2। হ্যাঁ, এবার আমি একটা মানে এটা একটু কম্পিউটেশনাল, আমি জাস্ট এটা বার করার মানে এক্সাম্পলটা বার করার জন্য বলছি। আমি এবার 1.5 ডিস্টেন্স নেইবারহুডের মধ্যে একটা পয়েন্ট নিলাম, হাফ হাফ 3/2 3/2। হ্যাঁ, তো এটা তো আর ইয়ে হবে, এটা তো ডিটারমিনেন্ট 0 হয়ে যাচ্ছে। তো এটা তো ওর ওপেন মানে একটা নেইবারহুড।
So
ও রাইট,
you can
না
take us
না
to
আমি
the
তো ভুল
neighborhood.
বলেছি।
Yes, yes.
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, সরি। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, একটা নেইবারহুড আসা উচিত, সরি সরি সরি।
No, it's okay. So anyone else?
দাদা একটা ম্যাপ ডিফাইন করেছি MNR থেকে R এর ওপর বাই f of a equals to ডিটারমিনেন্ট।
Okay, so basically he is going to the right path. Okay, so let's. I think Shubrita was referring to the same method as well. So take determinant map. Okay. Okay. So what do? You send A to data. That's it. Right. Now tell me, why is it continuous? Shomik, do you know that a determinant map is continuous?
না,
Hmm.
এটা কন্টিনিউয়াস।
So you look at it. Suppose we have xij. Okay. So tell me, what is date x? This is a polynomial in xij's, right? This is a polynomial in xij's, right? And polynomial is continuous. So we are using a little bit of a multivariate calculus. Okay, I mean, so I don't know whether you have come across it or not. So if, I mean, the method is like this. So suppose, I mean, we are using this. F is a function from an to say ak to some y. Okay. So f is continuous if and only if k, or should I write fk? How should I write fk? Not exactly. Where fi is from ai to y such that c. So what is the map fi? So ai is here, and you have, like, I should say, ak is here. Okay, there is an inclusion map here, right? You may write the inclusion map. So what does it do? It will send, say, a to, right, this element, and there is a map if, right? So this is Fi. Okay, understood? So if the inclusion map, the ith inclusion is denoted by tau I, Fi is nothing but F compose tau I. Okay. So date x is a polynomial in each xij, hence data is continuous. Date is continuous. Now, what is GLNR? Date inverse what? R minus 0, right? So this is inverse image of an open set. Thus it is open. Okay. And similarly, now you can do this actually. Suppose you take the set of, what about ONR? ONR or maybe SLNR. What about them? So what is ONR and SLNR? So this is nothing but date inverse. Okay, so these are closed. Okay. Let's see if there is any other problem. Okay, I think we had a few problems in Rudin, what we were trying last. A few problems like just a minute. Okay, let me give you one more problem. I think this is. Wait a minute. Let me recall it first. Just a minute. So. Hmm. আমি খেয়েছি একটা। লোনাদেবটা পাইনি, তো কালকে আনতে হবে। লোনাদেবটা খেতে বলবো। Just give me a minute. Let me check out the exact statement of the problem. Okay, so there is another nice problem. If R to R is a continuous function, such that so this is your problem. Try it for a few minutes. No, just a minute. This is wait a minute. Wait a minute. I was about to give one problem. I gave another. Just a minute. Just a minute. Yeah, wait a minute. I'm just off. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. You have a few minutes. Go ahead.
জিরো তো স্যাটিসফাই করছে তো। এক্স্যাক্টলি কি বলতে হবে মানে ওর দ্য লিমিট ফাংশনটা কিরকম টাইপের? হ্যালো?
Any intuition?
বলছি তো এখানে মানে
জিরো
ফাংশনটা
হবে
কিরকম
কি
সেটা।
লিমিটটা?
Someone was saying something, so Ishan has claimed it to be zero. Another one?
হ্যাঁ
নন
মানে জিরো
জিরো
তো
লিমিট
স্যাটিসফাই
ধরে
করছে।
নিলে
Just a minute. Shayan?
হ্যাঁ মানে ফাংশনটা কিরকম সেটা বলতে হবে, কি কন্টিনিউয়াস কি কিরকম, না লিমিটটা কি হচ্ছে সেটা বলতে হবে।
The function is given to be continuous.
আহ, হ্যাঁ মানে আহ, ঠিক আছে, ওকে।
Shubhita?
নন জিরো লিমিট ধরলে তো ডাইভার্স করে যাচ্ছে ইন্টিগ্রেশনটা, সেটা যদি
This is a tricky question, okay? So I'm telling you how to come up with this, okay? Let me draw a picture first. This is very much counterintuitive, okay? So you take this triangle. Okay. Side length 1 and side length is 1 and the height is also 1. Okay. Then you come here. I mean, you take the base, you half it actually. This is 1, so this is 3 by 2. Okay. You take this at, I mean, after 1 by 4 length. Okay. The same height. Understand what I am doing? So the first triangle has base 1. Oof. Second triangle has base half. The fourth triangle has base 1 by 4. All of them has height 1. So the nth triangle has base 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1. Okay. Understand what I am doing? Now see, this is a continuous function. Okay. But if you look at, I mean, the limit is not 0. You understand now? The limit is not 0 because there is this one point in every interval. Okay. So clearly the limit x tends to infinity fx is not equal to 0, as no matter how, what should I say, no matter how large r we choose, there exists x naught greater than r such that fx naught is 1, right? That's the way it is chosen. But what is this integration? What is this? This is the sum of the triangles, right? Right? Which is nothing but 1 plus half, which is okay. Now intuition, I mean, what is the main important thing? The intuition is pick up a convergent GP series and do the above. Okay, that is the intuition. Is it clear? Is it clear? Actually, hello.
হ্যাঁ দাদা লাস্টে ওটা কি বললে ওটা বুঝতে পারলাম না
Intuition, I mean, how to come up with such a function. I mean, I knew this example, so I could do it. But how to come up with such an example? How do you know that there can exist such a function? So Tista, what we do is that So what we do is that we pick up a geometric series. Okay, you can do this by 1/3. You realize this thing. The key is that infinite series converges. So you pick up any infinite series which is convergent, and you can do this. Clear?
হ্যাঁ দাদা।
ভালো না অঙ্কটা? আমার পছন্দের অঙ্ক।
হুম।
Just a minute. Okay, this is a very good. If R to R, this is continuous function. Okay, define G to be these points. Show me you are in the class.
হ্যাঁ আছি।
This is a subset of R2. Okay. Which of the statements are true? Which of the statements are true? G is closed in R2. G is open in R2.
সে এটা মানে এনি কন্টিনিউয়াস ফাংশন তো।
Any continuous. So which are true? Which, or maybe then I mean, I like solving what should I say, a conceptual problem. It's not the number of problems or quantity of problems I look at. My outlook is always about the quality of problems, so that you can learn a lot from a single problem. Because I mean, if you see this problem, I mean, this the previous problem, you can, I mean, construct a plethora of examples with this particular problem. And similarly, I mean, once you know that this determinant map is continuous, you can work with this. And this previous question, I think one of my juniors gave it to me. Repon, I mean, you have seen the poster, right? So in that poster, there is a boy, Repon. He's doing his M.Math in IISER. He was asked this question, the first one. Okay, this. Okay, I would like you guys to do something. If it's possible for you, ask your seniors. Okay, from I mean, who have cleared interviews in ISIs and IITs and institutes. Ask which questions they were I mean, asked in their interviews. Okay, I'd request you to collect all these problems and send it to me. We will make a proper material with that, because see, interview questions are not usually available. But I learned this from one of my teachers when I used to study statistics. What he used to do, I mean, Shrishendu Mukherjee was his name. I mean, his name. What he used to do was, like, he used to call every one of his students who got a call in ISI M.Sc interview, and he used to collect those problems. And he has this huge collection of problems. So I would request you guys to help me with this. Okay. That will help you, of course. But suppose all of you collect 2 or 3 problems, and then we can make a collection of it. Okay? So please, I mean, try to help yourself and also ourselves. And I mean, try to help us to grow. So you try this.
অ্যান্সার কি তিনটেই ট্রু?
বাপরে, wait a minute. হ্যালো,
বলছি দাদা অ্যান্সার কি তিনটেই ট্রু, এবিসি?
how can E and B be true together?
কারণ যদি আমি এফ অফ এক্সটা জিরো নেই তাহলে তো আমি গোটা এক্স অ্যাক্সিসটা পেয়ে যাচ্ছি। হ্যাঁ, খুব সিলি লজিক, আই নো।
মানে
মানে এফ অফ এক্সটা যদি
না
আমি
না
জিরো
না
ধরি তাহলে
no no no, be careful. You will have to come up with conclusions which are true for every f.
ওকে।
And just a minute, just a minute, just a minute.
সাবজেক্টিভ না হলে
Very good. Just a minute. Tell me, there is a misconception, I think. So, see, R is open in R, right? But
হ্যাঁ,
R is not open in R2. You
রাইট।
take this. Because open sets in R2 look like, I mean, disks, right? So if R is
হ্যাঁ,
open, you have to have at least one disk, at least one open set completely inside R. That is not possible. So no RM is not open in R2. In Rn, if M strictly less than N. Okay. But is it closed? Is Rm closed in Rn? Is it true? It is true actually. So if n m equal to n, then our answer is obvious, right? So Rn is closed in itself. If m is strictly less than n, you define Rn to R I am showing you the map. Okay. You will have to send it somewhere. So like you can do this, send it to okay. This is a projection map, huh? A projection onto the last n minus mth coordinate. Okay. Now Rm, I mean we are identifying Rm to be this, huh? Rm is what? Pi inverse what? 0 0 0 0, right? So this is inverse image of a closed set. Okay. Okay. You can, I mean there is a, I mean you can also do this. I mean take Rn to R, take this function. Take this function xi square. Okay. Now you name this say h. Now again you see Rm is what? H inverse 0, right? Right. Because see, what is the H inverse 0? The pre-image of 0. That is, when is this thing 0? If this, if each of this last n minus m coordinates vanish, right? So that is again Rm. So Rm is always closed in Rn but not open. Okay. So now let's move on to A. Closed and connected. These two are true. So for A, take xn fxn a sequence in G, okay, such that xn comma fxn this converges to y, okay. Now this imply xn converges to x and limit n tends to infinity fxn converges to y, right? But f is cont, that implies limit n tends to infinity fxn is supposed to be fx, which imply y equals to fx. So x comma y equals to x comma fx belongs to G, okay, implies G is closed. And for this you do this. For the connectedness you do this. Take this map R from R2. What is that map? Send x to where? X comma fx, right? Now we will use this. I mean, like the one we used above, there is an analogous result. If x from y1 to cross yk is continuous, if and only fi from x to yi is continuous. So what is fi? Fi is x to yi. Maybe I should write so f is x to y1 cross y to yi, the ith projection. This is our fi, that is fi is pi I composite. You understand the map? So you send x to where? You send x to, I mean x is, so you see x is going into some coordinate, right? So I mean this is actually f1 x2 fkx. So they are saying that the function has to be component wise continuous, okay. So again you see there it is, imply if you call it say small g, g is continuous, right? So G is basically nothing but image of G is connected, right? Since R is connected. Okay, we will call it off today. I mean, I am almost struggling to start the class early. It will also be convenient for me to start early and then, I mean, finish early, but I'm not just being able to do
দাদা
that. বলো।
তুমি এই মিটিং এর লিংকটা মেট্রিক্স স্পেসের গ্রুপে দিয়েছো, যেটা তোমার ফিডব্যাক গ্রুপে দেওয়ার কথা ছিল না?
এ বাবা,
ওই জন্যেই ও এত কম।
তাহলে ও জানলো কি করে? সৌমিক জানলো কি করে?
শ্রমিককে তো অ্যাড করা আছে।